The state of Massachusetts recently issued increases in excise taxes on tobacco, fuel, and computer software services. How this is affecting the town of Needham? Well, Joe Sorrentino explains.
On July 31st, Massachusetts legislature issued a transportation bill which resulted in increased taxes on tobacco products, fuel, and computer software services. Cigarette tax jumped up from $2.51 per pack to $3.51 per pack. Gasoline tax jumped up from 21 cents to 24 cents a gallon, and the law also imposes a 6.25% sales tax to computer software services. Needham Economic Development Director Deborah Balin explains how she feels increased cigarette taxes will impact Needham businesses.
There is a significant increase in the cost for cigarettes, but I don't see that as inhibiting people from purchasing in town because those are going to be statewide.
How will increased gas taxes impact Needham's economy?
I think the same is true of the gas increase. It's just 3 cents a gallon. I suspect we pay more than other areas do anyway, and people pay for that convenience, and I suspect they won't go out of their way to fill up their car outside the state to avoid that tax.
What about increased taxes in computer software services?
I think there are really more concerns about the tax on computer services. I have been following it because it's very confusing as to what it is that exactly is being taxed.
What kind of impact do you feel will result in increased computer software services?
I think this will be a negative impact across the state in terms of consulting services for software and for computer development, unless it gets modified to be more restricted.
What do you think will happen as a result of this?
Both the House and Senate leaders have already sent something to the Department of Revenue's commissioner and told her that this was intended to be narrowly construed. I would guess that that is what's going to happen, either via some sort of amendment to the legislation or by regulation. They will find a way to narrow the impacts of this.
For the Needham Channel News, I'm Joe Sorrentino.